let's put this in and then... Planetary purple. Okay. So what do we think? Do we like the white idea? We could also always add like a color to it. Like everyone, I don't know. I want to do something special for Pride, but like you know what's the worst thing is that I really can't frickin' think right now. You like white? You also like it? Okay. I have to fold up Procrasticrafting from last month. And there are the pre-cut white strips for this. So what I plan on doing is I thought it would be fun to do like rainbow for my planner this month. I know! Each person when they sub can pick a color for me to write their name in. Wait, that's fun! So Raccoon and Allison, what color would you like your names written in? I like that! Then I get to use my pretty pens too. Sage green. Lord. Sure. Like this. It's a dark sage. But it... Purple? That's green. A minty color? Could you draw a little heart on the outside of the star in the chosen color? Oh my god, yes. Yes, I can. A mint green, yes. Like this one? Okay. Oh, I love this idea. All right. You know what else could be fun? Wait. I'm going to do something else in my little notebook. I'm going to have a spot. I mean, I normally do like, this is washi tape. What if on like the next one, this is where we vote, right? This is all of like my vote stuff. I could like put a little heart with each of the colors that you guys pick, like in order. So this would be the June, or yeah. And then this would be where our votes go. So raccoon was first. Look it! Wait! I love this. And then Allison. Hi! Happy Pride! We're just getting this planner set up and figuring out how to make our paper stars gay. For the month. Maybe I do the heart before I puff it up. Heck yeah, gay stars! Gay stars. Okay, and then this is from last month. Thank you for the lurk. At least my Tylenol starting to kick in. Oh, right, I have a cat to tell you all about. My God. Okay. So. Oh, Lord Almighty. Let's talk about Mittens, shall we? So if you haven't been here, on Thursday last week, I trapped Mr. Mittens, and because he had an appointment to be neutered, on Friday. Where? There it is. Okay. I was like, where did my photos go? So he was big angry at me. He was big mad. And let me... trying to see... You know what's great is that I cleaned up a bunch of stuff in OBS when I changed all my stuff over from St. Jude back. And I don't know where my sound options went. I'm sure that's fine. Hang on. Okay. Hooray. I remembered what I did. Alright. That way you guys can hear, how much did we raise in total? We raised $1,185.69. Nice. We didn't hit the goal that I was aiming for, and that's okay. We still raised a good amount, and I'm happy about it. So yeah, he was quite angry with me. I swear, Google, don't you dare. There we go.
Okay.
So he was growling and hissing at me.
I'm so proud. Yeah, you smell the girls? You realize it's a kitty house, it's okay. Good job. Yeah, that's a good job. I'm proud of you. Would you like a little squeeze treat or wet food?
The answer to that was no. He did not want wet food or squeeze treat. He was very grumpy with me.
What do you mean?
He was like, absolutely not. I hate you.
Would you like a little
There's squeeze treat on the cage there. He was like, absolutely not. Like, he was the angriest,
You can have some.
grumbliest,
It's okay.
pissed off
It's
cat I
wet
have ever
food.
trapped. And he was someone.
Thinking
he had
about
a
it,
collar.
huh?
So he had
Salmon.
human interaction at some
Oh
point.
yeah, that's good.
Like, it is crazy.
Salmon's very good.
I mean, yeah, I also would not want... Yeah, no, that's how I got in here. He's like, no, I don't like any of this. So, amazingly, when I contacted the shelter,
Like a little of that?
it was like 12:45 at night when I caught him.
You can have
And I
some.
sent them a message
Okay.
about it, because I told them I would let
It's
them know if I was able to
food.
catch him.
We're thinking
I
about
lowered it.
Huh?
I don't know if it's better now.
He's salmon. Oh yeah, that's
Is that
good.
better? And they were like,
Yeah.
you can just keep him in the trap if you want. Which is exactly what I did.
Oh,
Because
okay.
somehow
Brave now, yeah?
he managed to pull the cover in
Okay.
that was on top of the trap. Did I... Look! Oh my god. Have you ever seen... He's so scared. He's so scared, and he's like, he's just like, I don't like any of this. He looks like a cartoon, yeah. So he did great overnight, though. He cried a little bit, which broke my heart. And then so I brought him in this trap. Luckily they, like I said, told me I didn't have to transfer him into a carrier, which was fabulous because it was just a lot. He had no chip. So they neutered him. They gave him the teeniest, tiniest ear tip because, and this like made me sad, right? Because obviously Soot and Sequoia didn't need to get their ears tipped because they were friendly. And they were like obviously just going to be like adoptable. He was not friendly. He was very mean. He was like hissing and growling, and again, never bit anyone, but he was just like making a stink about it. So he got a little ear tip. And here he was when he was finally like coming to. He was super out of it. This was on Friday.
Would you like to go into your spot?
It's like you can hardly even tell this ear is the one that's tipped. He's like, he was just in the sun and happy, and that was Friday. This was when he came out for the first time on Friday. I ended up rearranging how all of this is laid out. This is actually, I did like a combo where I put like a tower right over here, and then this is Patch's dog crate, which he would be so upset about, honestly. Like, if he knew that there was a cat in his crate, he'd be so mad. But this way I was able to let him keep the carrier, and he could have the litter box. The litter box goes over here eventually. He is on another plane of existence right now. He is gone. He has checked out. And no, Petrichor, so far no one has. I have been keeping an eye on all of the places. Nothing yet. This was what I think absolutely broke my heart the most. Like, y'all, those are all old wounds. He has like a scab here, and he's got like 3 scabs behind his ear. Like, he has been beat the hell up. And if you missed it on Friday, he is FIV positive. It's making me emotional again because it always breaks my heart. Like, he didn't deserve this. Maple didn't deserve it. None of them do. But the fact that he was someone's at some point and they failed him because, like, and the other thing, and I said this to the shelter, I was amazed that Sequoia and Sequoia and Soot were both FIV negative, as well as Tigger, because he and Tigger went at each other all the time, and I'm like, okay, so evidently they just never bit and drew blood. Oh, so FIV is basically feline AIDS. So it doesn't necessarily, I mean, the one good thing that I keep reminding myself of with this is that his life expectancy just went through the roof. Because FIV positive cats who live outside, their life expectancy is dramatically shorter than FIV negative cats who live outside. Because basically his immune system is not good. He is more likely to get sick. He's more likely to have parasites. He's more likely to have health concerns. But now that he's inside and he's going to be someone's pet, as long as they make sure that they keep on track, like, you know, they get him his vaccines when he's due, and they keep on top of his health, they have just as long a life expectancy as an FIV negative cat, as long as people are, like, you know, making sure that they're taken care of properly. They do have some more challenges. Sometimes, you know, they're more predisposed to certain illnesses and certain, you know, more serious things. And so, for instance, he and Maple could be together. He and Maple could live together if they liked each other, because they're both FIV positive. But he and the girls could not, because my girls are negative. And unless they're, like, bonded and friendly, there's always the risk that a positive cat could give it to a negative cat if they bite them deep enough. So it's interesting. I'm like, I wonder if you and Maple, because, you know, like, they're both black and white. Obviously, that doesn't mean anything. I I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he's positive either. I was really surprised that Tigger was negative. Oh, oh, really? 6 years? That's amazing. But as it turns out, this hissy, spitty, angry boy has a bit of a soft side, chat. He has been exhausted. He has been sleeping a lot, and I'm not surprised. Not only was he trapped, neutered, he got all of his shots for, like, the first time. He got all of, like, you know, his vaccines, and, like, you know, he got dewormed. Like, he got so many things happening at once that he's just, like, wiped out. Tigger's quarantine ends on the 12th. So he's been thriving, though. Obviously, at this point, he doesn't really need to be in quarantine anymore, but, like, I get it. Like, it's the law. Whatever. But his quarantine's done in 11 days, so he's almost done. Yeah, it's just to be safe. But yeah, he, he's so sleepy. So, what I have discovered with him is that if you approach quickly, he hisses. He has been doing a lot better, today than he did yesterday even. And he gets grumbly if he's, like, unsure. Or if he's a little bit fearful. And I said this to the shelter, and I've said that, I talked with Kenya the other day, like, I've said it to my other, you know, cat friends. To me, this is a cat that doesn't have a mean bone in his body, but he has a lot of scared ones. Like, he is a very scared boy, and I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know what his story was. I don't know if people were mean to him. I don't know if it's just from living out, like, I'm not sure what it is, but he is scared, and he just needs someone who will go slow with him and, like, listen to his cues. And I have been doing that ever since Friday. And to see the progress that he's made in, like, the few days has been fabulous. So, like, this is what I mean when I say he's just been, like, tired. He's zonked. The funniest thing had to be, and I think I have it on video, but I didn't put it on this. So, all of this didn't happen, you know, without a lot of Churu. There's been a lot of Churu involved. I need to be sponsored by them, by the way. They need to just, like, send me Churu, because so far we've gotten 8 cats in and tamed because of that. Anyway, this has been, like, a lot of Churu, and cautious, you know, pets. One day he was like, I love it when they, like, grumble as they, like, bite the squeeze treat, where they're just like, and you're like, buddy, what are you doing? Oh, hold on. Wait, come back. Camera work. Oh, he was just out. Dang it. Let me see if I can find the video of him biting the squeeze treat, because it was really funny. But as he's, like, chomping on the squeeze tube, he ends up, his teeth graze my hand. Now, he did not bite me, but I jumped. Because, again, I'm used to my cats. I'm used to them and, you know, what it feels like when they... Like, I know when they're getting chomped, and I just was not expecting it. So I jumped, and he immediately... This, again, to me says... Well, I don't know. To me, it says that this is a cat that was abused. Because I jumped, and he instantly flattened and hissed at me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm not... You just scared me. Like, we're good. You're fine. And he just got, like, a crap ton more squeeze treat, where I was like, no. See, like, everything is good. I wasn't expecting it. I know.
Don't put it in your nose.
Oh, and he also, you'll see it in a second, he likes to shove it up his nose. was trying to hear if this is the grumbly one.
What are those gremlin sounds?
Did you guys hear? Hold on. Okay. All right, bud. How many cats eat churro tubes? Yeah, that would be interesting. Look at the handsome lad. He was like trying not to fall asleep sitting up. He's like, I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleepy. I'm awake. See how awake I am? I love the gremlin sounds. And then this is always my favorite thing, right? So they tell you, obviously, when you like spay and neuter your own pets, right? That you need to keep them calm and you need to like, you know, not have them do too much and blah, blah. And then you get a cat who you TNR, and TNR means trap, neuter, release, right? So normally you trap them, you spay and neuter them, and then you let them go back outside, which means that they don't have a cone on. They're just out there surviving on their own. And, you know, obviously, in an ideal world, you want them to stay, like, calm and, like, contained and not messing with things. And then you have things, like... Then you have... Alright, so there's shelves here. And bless his little heart, I don't know why, but he decides that this is how you get to the top shelf. Or the middle shelf, I should say. And I'm like, dude, you just had surgery, take it easy. But that's how he wants to get up there. He has learned how to climb on them, like I've seen him do it, but for whatever reason he's like, "No, I'm gonna do this." And I'm just like, sure. Full ab workout. But again, if you think about it, he lived on the streets. He probably climbed a lot of trees and climbed up all sorts of stuff like that, you know? It's nothing to him. And that's the... So he's 11 pounds right now. He does not look like 11 pounds if you look at him. He is a solid... Like, I forgot how solid they are when they first come inside. They are just, like, rock hard. Like, their body... They are just muscle. There's, like, no fat on these cats when they've been living outside. Like, Maple was the same way. He had a solid butt. You know, like, you booty pat him, and it was, like... And Mittens is the same. Like, I've only pet up to, like, you know, his shoulder area, but, like, you can feel, like, the muscle there. So, he really likes the carrier. Understandable. And I've been trying to get him used to hands coming towards him. The other thing that I think is interesting, you can see how his eyes change over the course of a few days. This was yesterday, I think. And they're already, like, a lot less, like, that wide eye, like, fearful.
You eat this like a toddler eats ice cream, sir. Look at your face. You got it all over.
I don't know why he smudges it. Every time I give him churro, he's like, time to rub it all over my face first. Like, look. Like, what are you...
Eat this like a toddler eats ice cream, sir.
Why are you doing this?
Look at your face. You got it all over.
Ugh. He's... He's so cute. I love him so much. So this was like one of the first times that I tried to pet him.
I can't quite reach.
And I couldn't quite reach the way that the doors were. So I'm like, I can... And y'all, again, because he has scabs on his head and the chewy was a little rough, watch his face. He's like, oh, this is nice.
That feels good.
Oh, this is nice. So tonight, like when I go out there to give him dinner, I'm gonna try and use like a brush because I think that he might really. Pippin loved brushing because it helped break up all like the stuff, like whether it was with her, you know, fleas or whatever. But like he's got scabs, and I think that it will. Look at him. He's just like, this is the best thing ever.
That's good, huh?
And the one thing I really have liked about him, right?
That's so good.
When he's done, he'll just go into his carrier. And I don't follow him. Like, that to me, I'm like, understood. You don't want me anymore? You're good. Oh, I could use the scratcher. True. This was the other night. He had just been, like, laying outside. And I was petting him a little bit. And then, y'all, he loaded. Is spinning. Let's give this a little refresh. There we go. That's his tummy. He just like... Now, of course, if I try to reach over him, he growls. Like, he's scared. He's like, oh, I like this. I like being touched. Why are you reaching over me? Like, you see how instantly the ears went back, the eyes got wide? Do you see what I mean? Like, he's just scared. But you see how his eyes soften here? Where he's like, oh, everything's okay. Oh, oops. What happened to the sound?
So I was petting his head with this cup, and he just literally sprawled out. I don't think I can pet you, right? But you were loving it. I was trying to put the food in the bowl over there. And then you headbutted this, huh?
Absolutely, Tigress. But he's not unadoptable, you know? Or the thing to me...
Put it over. Good job.
I think that he should not be in a shelter. You hear the growl?
Startle you?
You hear the growling?
You're all right. That noise startle you? It's okay.
Hang on.
Oh, it's okay. Did that noise startle you?
But see, like, the foot's still tucked. He's not in attack mode, right? If a cat is threatened and, like, ready to attack, they're not gonna loaf. They're not gonna fold their feet under them because they can't escape. So to me, he's just, like, he's verbalizing that he's uncomfortable, but he's not so uncomfortable that he's going to, like, lash out, if that makes sense. He's just, like, listen, like, I'm telling you I'm not happy. I'm telling you I'm uncomfortable. Listen to me. I really don't think that he would do well in the shelter. I think he's going to need to be in, like, a foster home situation until he's adopted. Just because I think he'll get really stressed out and he'll, like, withdraw in the shelter, if that makes sense. Like, I really think that he will not necessarily, like, revert, but I think that his fear will just be amplified. Now, at some point, I would like for him and the girl, like, because my Pip Artie is the easiest for me to, like, hold and move around. And so I am kind of curious what he does with, like, another cat. Obviously, I'm going to let all the hormones, like, settle down with him first. I'm not going to be introducing him to anyone anytime soon. But I am curious, like, once those hormones kind of subside, if he is going to be interested in other cats or if they're going to be stressful for him. But this was the other thing, right? So, like, everything, he's got to, like, investigate. I don't know why this keeps, like...
Everything gets a growl when we're not sure, right? And then when we get to check it out, it's not so scary.
So I'm just, like, trying to desensitize him as much as I can.
It's gonna put your poop in it.
Because, like, he's got, like, anxiety. Everything is scary to him.
It does make a lot of sound, huh? Wow. How about that?
All right. Ads are about to play. We'll take a quick stretch. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. And then we'll come back. We'll look at some more of this. We'll do our journal. I agree, Allison. I think that if he can have he needs a quiet space. And I know that this shelter will absolutely do wonders for him. Like, I know that they're the right place for him. The shelter that I was taking them to before to get spayed and neutered would have not been the right place. And I know that these guys will continue to, like, advocate for him. I feel like if he was in, like, a cat room with a bunch of other cats, that it would be too much. Like, he needs, like, a quiet space to just adjust and realize that people are safe and not scary. Like, he just needs time. Yeah. I don't know if it's that he wasn't an indoor cat or if it's just that he can foster with Tigger, yeah. Well, if Tigger's about to come out of quarantine and Tigger can go to the shelter, maybe Tigger's foster will be willing to take on another. Cuz, like, I'm fine keeping him for like a week or two. You know, he's been a very polite house guest. He has not been crying or, you know, yowling or anything. He's used the litter box. He had one accident, and I think it was just that his booty was hanging over a little bit on the first litter box that I used, so I got him one with slightly higher sides. Hasn't had an issue since. And it wasn't even like a full, like, it was just like a little bit out of the box. So, like, that to me, I'm like, you probably just missed. All right. We're gonna take a quick stretch break. I'll be right back.
whoop, whoop.
Lumi! Hello, friend! How are you? How was your stream? What were you up to today? Thank you so much for the raid. We are setting up my journal for the month and chatting about my foster cat. Because evidently my life isn't hectic enough. I now have a cat that I'm fostering. And he was a feral. Well, I guess I should say stray, because he had a collar on. He was someone's who abandoned him. And he's a little spicy. He's a little scared. We were just discussing him. This is Mr. Mittens, though, so welcome in. You were working on Pokemon. How close are you? Lumi has been working on this, like, big Pokemon cross-stitch piece, for years now. I don't even know how long, but I know that you're, like, I think that you're past 95%, right? Done? 97! Oh my god, that's so exciting. Well, welcome in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety streamer. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting. We also do other crafts like diamond dots and perler beads and miniatures and paper crafts like we're doing today. And if you like animals, you're in the right place. I have 3 of my own cats. I have trapped, spayed, and neutered 5 other cats that have all ended up getting adopted or finding homes. So, this is my 5th TNR. And so I'm just kind of filling everyone in. If you're here for cute cat pictures or videos, you came at just the right time. Just the right time. Here is your raid star. I will add you to my jar. If you need to raid and run, do any kind of post-stream self-care, please make sure that you do. When we are done chatting about Mittens, this is what we're going to be working on. So I set up like a planner every month. I keep track of, this is like my cross stitch. I've been working on a full coverage piece. I've been posting like daily updates on my Instagram stories. But I keep track of, you know, like stream stuff and works in progress, our votes. This was our St. Jude page. So, you know, just some fun stuff. So we will be working on setting that up when I'm done yapping about cats. Do you have a photo? Probably don't have a photo of where the piece is at this point. I know it's in the Q-Snap, so... But that's exciting. Who are you stitching right now? Like, which Pokemon? Okay, so yeah, this was him just being... And like I said, so he was hanging out here. He was laying down in this spot. And then he was like, I'm kind of done. And he just went and he laid down in his carrier. Bellsprout. I love that. See, I feel like once I would get to like 97.6%, I would just like power through and finish it. How many stitches are left?
What's that? You want to be pet more?
So this was today. He's like sprawled out again. You can see where that collar was. You see like how his fur, he doesn't have the collar on anymore.
What do you hear?
But you can also see how muscular he is.
What do you hear? brush in later. See if you like that. That was one of Pippin's favorite things.
Let me take a peek here.
She loved that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Pivoting real quick.
You're gonna be such a sweet boy. Oh.
Like 4,000 stitches left. Oh my god. How many total were there? I always forget. I know it's a lot. Isn't it so cool? Ugh. I love it so much. It's so good. And I keep telling Lumi, you know, the same designer ended up making the other seasons. So now that Lumi is about to finish this one, it's time to do gotta stitch them all. Oh my god. 163. Wow. What's mine? What's my full coverage piece? My full coverage that I'm working on, it's a mini, is 51,870. This is where my full coverage is right now. I'm at 72.08%. Yeah, I had to stitch it. It looks just like Artemis.
Hear that truck with the windows open?
But yeah, this was him today.
You hear that truck?
So we're making, like, this, and again, if you look at his eyes, if you look at his body language, the difference from, like, the first video to, like, now.
The pollen's bad.
He's not grumbly. He's like, yeah, you can give me pet. And again, all I keep feeling here, I've made sure that they're not, like, ticks, because he's gotten flea and tick treatment now, and they're not ticks. It's just scabs. He's got, like, a bunch of them. But, like, this is the furthest I've been able to pet him. And he is a solid muscle down there. I think this is what I sent to the shelter.
Since the others don't seem to want to send, but...
Just like a quick little update.
And now we are just sprawled out. Hanging out. Yeah.
Like, so much progress has been made already.
He's gonna be such a sweet boy.
See you later, Neophyte. Have a good one. And then look at his little, this is why he's Mr. Mittens. Look at his tiny little no-show socks. His little tiny mittens. He's so perfect. I love him so much. See, and he'll just like, I'm done.
Sorry, I didn't squeeze any up.
And then I was like, basically I had shifted and he like backed up. And I was like, sorry, I'm sitting on the floor. It's like concrete. Like, my ankle was hurting. Sorry, dude. But I've been able to, like, get him to, like, come out. Hi, Elf. Thank you for the 70 stream streak.
You have so many scabs.
But yeah, he's doing very good. And I was actually able to go in on the stretch break because he had used the litter box. And I cleaned out the litter, and he did not growl at all that time. Even though I had to open the cage and it made a bunch of sound, he was just like, yeah, okay. Look at his face. I like his little, how the white goes a little bit up the side of his nose right there. Like, it's just the teeniest little bit. His eyes are so pretty, too. Like, he's such a pretty boy. It's a beautiful baby. But yeah, you look at this cat versus, like, where's that one? And the change is wild to me. So, I'm very proud of him. And his progress. And he's got a ways to go still. Like, he's gonna have a lot to, like, overcome in the sense that he's going to have to, like, learn that. And I'm hoping, like, my parents are gonna come by later this week, because I've been really good about canceling my meal kits because James isn't home right now. But James was supposed to be home, and evidently I didn't cancel this week's meal kit. So I just got enough food for 2 people for a week. But I am one person. And that either means I'm throwing stuff out or things are going bad. So I was like, hey, Mom, Dad, I know that you're, like, getting the keys to your new house this week, but how about you come over for dinner? So normally, the meal kits, so we get 4 kits, and each kit for 2 people lasts 2 nights. Like, there's 4 servings, basically. So for 2 people, that's 2 nights of food, but for 1 person, that's 4 nights of food. So that's why I was like, you guys can come over, or even if they want, they could just, like, take a bag with them and cook it on their own if they want to. Because I just don't want it going to waste. Yeah, except that it's, like, all fresh stuff. Like, this is... Hang on, I can show you what I got. I got 1 sheet goat cheese pesto chicken, Southwest beef and bean enchilada, Marry Me chicken and rice stovetop casserole, and pork penne. And again, it's 4 servings, each one of those. So, it's basically 16 meals. Or no. Yeah. 16 servings. Alright, so I want to use some kind of rainbow washi tape. Maybe zoom that in a little. And I have a couple of options. And I don't think I've used any of them yet. That's like my one rule, is that I can't reuse. I've got so much washi tape. No, I had gold, I've had flowers, I've had vines, little rain clouds, and then that pink one. God, I really hate this camera quality. But this camera doesn't autofocus. So I'm like... Part of me thinks that I just get another, like, Logitech. Even though I've had 2 now that have broken on me. They lasted a while. I gotta get something before, like, the price of things goes up more. Yeah. Which rainbow, though? Like, the glittery one or the stripey one? I can see. It's gonna depend on, like, what type of perishables they are. Like, some stuff freezes okay and some stuff doesn't. You know? So maybe. Glittery, stripey glitter. I mean, we could always use both. So, should I do like... Because I was like, I could do like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Like, I could do like rainbow. Or I could do it like diagonally. Let me get colors. How did I... Okay. Yeah. No, I'm there with you. And I'm also wondering if like I might be able to like freeze any of the meals once they're cooked. You know what I mean? Like maybe not freeze them beforehand, but maybe like almost like meal prep it. What marker flew on the floor? Marker? There you are. What is it? It's this way and then this way, right? With purple, dark then light. I guess I could add an extra blue in there too. Or pink. Maybe like that. Should I put that purple in instead? Maybe like that. You know, it's funny. I have like filmed myself setting up this journal like every month basically. And I haven't yet once posted it because life. Maybe I'll still do it again this one. And maybe I'll actually post it this time. Like a time-lapse kind of thing. Because this one's pretty. And rainbow. And gay. And we do love that. Oh, God. How did I do this last time? Huh. Maybe like that. That works. Boop. Okay. So, I realized I didn't really get to ask you guys, because of how stream started, how was everyone's weekend? I know that some of you answered. I apologize. I didn't really see. There was a lot happening. But, like, feel free to let me know how it was, what y'all did. That's why you read the names of the colors. That was pumpkin. That's freaking orange. Not red. Hi, Mom. Slept in. That's nice. You guys excited to come over for dinner? I was just telling everyone about that. Whoops. Got to enjoy the sunshine. I love that. Missed a meeting that you were apparently... Oh, no. Whoops. Other than Terrible Cramp... Oh, no. Fallen... Oh, what anime are you watching? Those are fun rabbit holes. This yellow might be too light. Currently From Me to You. Oh, I haven't watched that. But it's good? Already on the last season? Oh no! I hate when that happens. Oh, what are you getting now, Elf? You guys want to know a little secret about, like, using Crayola markers with stencils like this? Right? It ends up getting on there, but Crayola markers are washable. So you just run these under water, washes right off. There's your Megan tip. Oh, one of the book nooks. Those are good. How I guess I'll do the green here again and then the blue. Because, like, how it matches up along the side. Make sure my dots are all lined up in the grids. Don't want to have crooked pages or note thingies, blocks, whatever. Let go. I am making my planner for the month because it's a new month. I want to make a book nook thing. Yeah, do it. I find a lot of times these like very open-ended like dot journal style planners, I end up getting like overwhelmed because there's so many options. And so having like something like this, like the stencils, this was like a 15 pack of stencils, and it just helps because like I could still be creative and do stuff, but it's not like everything under the sun, because that all of a sudden you're just like, oh my god, I don't even know what to do. You're like, I want to do this, and ooh, I want to do this, and ooh, I want to do, and then you do nothing. At least that's what I end up doing. Same. Hooray! Now, what color do I write the month in? Oh, you know what I could do? I have one of these pencils. You guys remember these? Where it like... it comes out like multicolor? Let's test it on a piece of paper. Why not? Or should we write the numbers for the days in that instead? Oh, why not? Oh, it doesn't fit through the thing. All right, that's why not. That would do it. Maybe I just do it in black. Like the month. Do I have glittery black? I have glittery gray. That works. Wow, actually, I hate that. Okie dokie. Well, guess what? You want to know the secret about the washi tape? The whole reason that I started using it is because I hated the way that I wrote January. I originally put January like over here. Hated it. Covered it with tape. Guess what? Covering that with tape. I hate it. Should I do it in... Oh, maybe gray. Like it's clouds and then the rainbow. That could be cute. That other pen just didn't fill the letters nicely. No one's gonna know. Who's gonna know? Are you gonna tell? You're not gonna tell, right? Where? Hello? Where's the edge of this? There we go. I don't know what you're talking about. Very good. Look, no one knows now. No one's gonna know. How would they know? Hooray! Now let's write the days. And I agree, I think going, like, putting them in order would be good. Or, like, the colors, I should say. So, are there any projects that you guys really want me to work on this month? I know in the past we've done, like, Pride stuff, which could be fun. 30 days. Finish Derpy. Okay. Hi, Emily. Some Pride stuff could be fun. I think some Pride stuff could be fun. Hi, James. Now, what color should I write all the stuff in the notebook in? Because normally what I do every month is I pick like a pen that ends up matching to write. Do I pick a bunch of pens that match, or do I just do like a solid color? Like a black pen or something? Some more Pride emotional support blobs. Ooh, that would be fun. Maybe gray. That way it stands out. Yeah. Probably the darker gray. I feel like the lighter one would get... It's not going to be dark enough. Alright. So, we are starting the month. Let's go take a look. It is rare that I do this. But I think that it's also fun to see. Like, this one is crazy. Y'all, because of that little Simsy raid that we had earlier this month, peep the follower change. That's such a big jump. So I think that that's kind of fun. Like, I don't normally keep track of, like, numbers like that, but I do put here, I have follows, raids, subs, and bits, because I think that it's just fun to see. So we had 1 raid already today, and we've had 2 subs. And we're starting... What? Really? Do you have a link? What the... No, she's not. She better be sitting down and not doing anything for the next, like, week. Because, like, she did so much. It was amazing. Like, I've obviously watched her fundraise for St. Jude in the past. To be on the other side of it, to see, like, the work that goes in behind the scenes was really something else. Like, it was inspiring. Wasn't it silly? We were both on the other side for, like, the first time. On YouTube? What is she?
Hi, Dan. Elizabeth, thank you for the donation.
Why did she post this? Shh, no, Doc. Oh my god, why is the Doc video playing?
Hi, Dan. Elizabeth, thank you for the donation. Oh boy, I'm sorry about him, everybody. Honestly, like...
Oh, it's because of Dan.
I didn't mean to. Okay. What if we went and raided... Oh my gosh, so Megan actually is streaming right now and raising money for St. Jude, and also is working on making a plushie. Should we go over there? Hi, Dan. Elizabeth, thank you for the donation. Oh boy, I'm sorry about him, everybody. Honestly, like, I didn't mean to.
Oh, wait, should I comment on this? Hold on, wait. Seeing the chaos that happened before the raid makes the raid better. Thank you again for bringing the friends over to say hi. There we go. Perfect. That's so funny. Oh yeah, and the honk video, if you haven't seen Doc,
go in the bedroom?
Since you heard the
My
honking.
goodness. Yeah, that's a good question. Coming in from James Turnham. Can we make a hallway that's all doors? Yeah, that works. Perfect. All right, now, get ready. Go here. He's so annoyed looking. He's like, oh gosh, he's approaching. He's approaching. No, he's make him run. That's a thing you can do. Yeah, go run, run through. Yeah, game of the year. Exactly.
Oh my god. Anyway. I love Doc. That's so funny. I hadn't seen, like, what Kayla was like. I hadn't seen that clip. Oh, that's so fun. Just one more time for fun. Honk, honk. Okay. I also feel like, and this might, it might seem silly to you guys, because, like, I'm just a girl sitting here in my house. Like, obviously, I am safe. There's nothing big, bad, or scary that's going to happen here. But getting a Simsy raid literally makes you want to poop your pants. Like, I know that I'm in my house and none of these people are actually here, but something about having, like, all of a sudden almost 3,000 people in your chat, is something. But, like, getting to know her and her mods and, like, her community even better this month, like the last month, it was less scary. I mean, it's still terrifying. But I was like, oh, these are people that I, like, I know them. I mean, not all of them, but, like, I know them. I too would need new britches. I'm honestly really proud of the fact that this time I didn't have, like, a on-screen panic attack. The first time that she ever raided me, I literally, like, had to step away for a few minutes because I was, like, hyperventilating. So I'm very proud of myself that that was not the case this time. Like, yeah, I was shaking. But, you know. My posture is garbage right now. Thought I'd share the love. Thank you. Honestly, my posture is also normally garbage, so I appreciate the reminder to not sit, like, slouched over like a gremlin. How are you? Welcome in. That's what the car's saying. Literally thinking about pilot seatbelting myself into my computer chair. Are you currently gaming? Are you crafting? Or are you just sitting at your desk and realizing, like, I'm sitting like a gremlin? Because I've done all of those things before. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times that I'm, like, sitting here gaming and I literally look like I'm just, like, all hunched and, like, shoulders up way too high. Like, girl, fix yourself. What are you doing? Gremlin, Fair enough. This month started on the Monday, so skip that. Pilot seatbelts are fun, but they don't do much for posture. I mean, I'm sure that if you, like, strapped your shoulders in, you know what I mean? Sure. So I will actually show you as soon as I'm done with this what I've done in the past. I like to... this is my way of trying to keep track of, like, my crafts and what I am working on, my projects, my progress on certain projects, and we also have in stream a vote every week where chat picks what I do on Friday. And so I keep track of the votes in my journal too. And I'm actually really freaking proud because I, as someone who is very neurospicy, I have a habit of starting journals and not continuing them. And I almost did that with this one too. Oh God. Because when my dog passed away, I just kind of stopped caring about doing anything. But I was like, no, like, keep going, you know? And so I have, and I'm proud of myself. Like, technically the boxes I'm making right now are, oh, I shouldn't have done that one. Oh, well, I'll just do all of those then. Are for, like, tracking workouts. I have not been working out as well as I should have. Not that, like, I should, it's just that I've been, like, trying to be healthier, and more active now that, like, my vertigo has been, I want to say, you know, better, but hanging in there. So this is a workout tracker here. And then I also had done, like, a hydration tracker, which I also didn't really keep up with. Because life is just really freaking hard. So I'm just proud of, like, anything that I keep up with at this point. Okay. And we're making it rainbow because pride. Even with the shoulder straps, you can still hunch. I mean, but I think that it's more the reminder. Like, if you have it and you start to and you feel the pressure, sometimes that's enough to fix, you know? So, like, here's, like, last month. This is my full coverage cross stitch piece. So, like, I started off at 55% complete and I ended at 70.61% complete. So I got 15% complete last month, which is exciting. So, like, that's what I keep track of mostly on there. Then I use this to keep track of my works in progress, my workout, and then this is, like, our voting thing. And then I also did, like, a St. Jude page, which I have to put more info on, from last month when we did our St. Jude fundraising. So, yeah. I gave up on my Bujo. Yeah. Now that I have so many different journals for crafting. Track stats and other, yeah. To get back into it. I really like these stencils. It was like a 15 pack. Because I am the kind of person who gets really overwhelmed by having too many options. And bullet journaling is great, but it also gives you, like, there's so many good ideas, and I start to become overwhelmed, and then I just don't do any of them. So I found that, like, having, like, a group to, like, pick from helps. And if I keep it simple right now, it's been less, overwhelming for me. I don't know if I want to do... I think I might just leave that space. And we'll put maybe this No, we'll keep it the same. It is very overwhelming, yeah. Stencils is a good idea. I enjoy the freedom to be creative with spreads, but on low energy times, I didn't want to be creative and was falling behind. Exactly that. Sticking to the same outlay, wasting time, repeat. Yep. Or you start to be like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I just won't do it. Instead of just, like, doing something, you know? And that's where, like, the stencils, at least for me, have, like, because this journal, if you look, it was, there's, like, a lot of pages. This I started in 2017. Then I put it away for a while, and I didn't do anything. And then I picked it back up in 2017. Trying to, like, keep track of stuff, and it just, I never was able to, like, do it. And so this has been this, like, 2026, and it's been the most consistent that I've been. So where? Yeah. My hubby's been gone for, like, Air Force stuff, and so I've been, like, trying to find, like, I don't know, just joy in little things, you know? This is my work in progress. I think that I did this one up a thing too high. That's okay. Still fit. That's all that matters. Nailed it. First try. Part of the problem is just, like, remembering to, like, fill out, like, the workout and, like, the hydration tracker, which is why I'm not putting the hydration tracker on this one. Okay. Let's just add a spot for us to track the votes for the weeks, and we'll call it good. How do we want to fill it? Oh, we're going to use the gray. That's right, Megan. We already figured that out. All right. So what did I do before? I've done it 2 different ways, and I think I like this way better. Speaking of hydration, hydrate, peeps. Okay. All right. Ads are about to start. Somehow it's been an hour. So we'll take a quick stretch break, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. We'll be back right after Twitch is done playing these ads. We'll finish this, and then maybe we'll try and plan out a couple of things to work on this month. I think that could be fun. All right. Don't go too far. Enjoy some words. Be right back. Thank you all for sitting through ads. I appreciate it. Okay. I don't know why these all fit in there before and now they're just like, what if I don't? Kind of rude. Anyway. Alright, I don't think that there's anything else that I really need to do. Let me actually come over here just to write down what our votes, what we're voting on this week. And then, if y'all want, we can actually just do the vote now. For the midway point of stream voting. Let me open up that. There you go. Type exclamation point ticket to enter to vote on what we do next week. Or like this Friday, I should say. Not next week. Alright. So here's where we're at. I'll have to do some math on the other one, like last month's. But it looks good. Very rainbow. Ebony! Hi, how are you? Oh god. Oh, my little stencil spell. How was your stream today? What were you getting up to? me get a paper star for you for your raid. I actually used up the last silver one on that section. There's like a bunch of individual sections. Making patchwork fabric? Wait, like you were sewing stuff together to make fabric that was patchwork? Or like drawing stuff and like designing? Tell me more. I'm sewing lots of patches together to make it into fabric to make a coat from. Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much. You have a photo? I always ask that, but I know that you might not because you were just streaming. But if you have a picture, I would love to see it. Thank you so much for the raid though. Welcome in. Uh-oh. You're so good. Robert, welcome in as well. Thank you so much for coming over. You're good. You're so good. Silly, just add a mod comment. You're fine, girl. I've done it too. Add a mod comment that it was an accidental, so that way if it shows up anywhere else, people know. I have done it too. Literally clicking back in, I have banned people before. Oh no, train of thought. Come back. She's zooming away. The train has left the station. We were talking about me, I think, and what I did. I once had a mod ban another mod. Oh my god. I once had a mod put their phone in their pocket and ban 3 different people while it was in their pocket, including VIPs. And I was like yelling their name and they didn't hear me. And I had their phone number and I literally called them and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "You've just banned like all of these people." And they were like, "Oh my god, I put my phone in my pocket. I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "Girl, you're not a true mod until you accidentally ban someone." My cat has banned people before too. That one was not you. No, that was a long time ago. But I will never forget that because I called her in a panic, like, "What are we doing? Did something happen off camera? Like, what is happening?" Here's your raid star, by the way. Thank you so much for bringing your community over here. I appreciate it so, so much. If you have to raid and run, do any post-stream self-care, please make sure that you do. You're welcome to hang out and lurk or chat, or do whatever you would like to do. We are just going to kind of plan a little bit now about, like, what kinds of crafts we're going to do. Also, this is, like, such a... Can we just take a look here at how perfectly the scissors line up with the arch of the litter box on this other camera? Can we please just appreciate that for a minute? Because that was not on purpose. But, like, the scissor and the litter box look like one thing right now. Like that. Like, that is so perfectly done. And I just need that to be appreciated before I accidentally knock into it. That'll never happen again. 300 of the full patches to make a coat from. Wow. Here, let me show you all. That's such a cool idea, though. I really like that, because I, too, will save, like, my scraps like this. And, like, that's such a great idea. It's like, sew it all together and then use it as fabric. I love it. That's going to be beautiful. The one on the right is the only full patch. Oh, so this one, this is like all, like a full square, you mean? That's awesome. All right, let's come over here real quick. Because I want to try and figure out what we should do. I did see someone say maybe we make like a Pride Impkin, which could be cool. These are the things that are like handmade and ready to like ship out. I also have to change that price because that should have been changed a while ago. I have not done like a store update in a long time. So I think that it could be really good to do that. But the other thing too is that I still have a bunch of Pride things sitting in my inventory that never sold. Like all of these are Pride Pals from when? 2024. And there are so many of them still. So I don't really want to I don't know. I want to try and think like I kind of agree. I like the idea of maybe doing like little Pride gumdrops. Cuz like I think a lot of these yeah, there's 2 left. This guy and that guy, right? Yeah. These 2 are left. But they're not a lot of money. The hard thing too is like the cost of shipping and just everything. You know what's funny is that I think that I've done that before. I wasn't consistent with it because when have I ever been consistent with anything? It's like really hard when your health is just trash. Yeah, I've done that in the past. And you know what the thing that sucks is? This was last year.
Pride amigurumi up for sale in my website, and y'all, can you believe that only 3 of them have sold? And I just think people aren't realizing that there's just a lot of cute Pride stuff happening right now over. Look, it's cat approved. Oh my. Wow, you love this stuff. Look. Even Artie says, how are these things not selling?
Yeah, I had done.
Well, hi again, everybody. It's me, Megan, and I am here with our gender fluid bee.
None of these sold.
This is our Pride Pal of the day, who is available right now at shopthemoat.com. And hello again, everyone. It's me with day 3 of showing off my Pride Pals until they get new homes because they've been waiting for such a long time, and I don't know why. So today, we're looking at our transgen bear. This cute little bear is...
So, yeah. I don't know. All 3 of those are still there in the shop. Maybe they're just too expensive. I don't know. Like, too expensive for the times right now. Not too expensive. Like, you guys understand. So yeah, maybe maybe some like gumdrop buddies in like Pride colors could be cute. I didn't put those markers away. All right. I keep going to move my scissors, but I want to leave them there. Because, like, it's so fun. Okay. Let me put my... like, I definitely don't want to, repost, like, the same ones. Those same 3 that are still available, because that feels, I don't know, bad. Welcome back! Okay. What should we got some time. I guess that we could I'm actually a little bit surprised that, like, my Mittens talk did not go longer. I feel like a lot of the times when I'm talking about, like, the cats, it ends up being a really long thing. I know what we can do. Let's finish this scarf for our bear. He needs his scarf so he can be, like, officially done. Perfect. But I thought that this was funny, that, thinking of Mittens, that I have now, of the cats that I have pulled in from the outside, both black and white cats have had FIV. And that was, like, funny to me. Not like haha funny, but just like ironic funny, I guess. Like, what are the odds kind of thing. Oh, what a crazy Monday, huh? Decided you want a pasta for dinner, didn't realize we don't have any sauce. You gotta make your own. I was, like, kicking myself because I actually went ahead and made, like, food over the weekend. And had leftovers. And was like, perfect, great, like, I don't have to cook on Monday. And then I got the email that I had evidently put in a food order, and so I now have, like, pasta and broccoli for lunch for the next few days instead of for dinner, because I have dinner stuff to cook now, too. And I was like, you know, that figures, like, the one time that I actually, like, you know, cook food instead of just being like, I'll do it later. The time when I didn't need to. Should we just, like, have it be a little scarf like that and then just put, like, a stitch? Or should it be the kind that, like, loops and comes over? The loop actually isn't bad. I thought it was going to look really bulky. You guys think just like this? He's just a little bear. I should have cut that way longer than I did. That Gotta catch them all. Oh. She eats dreams. Like all dreams? Bad dreams? Like... I love Pokemon lore. Speaking of Pokemon, I know that we just did like our St. Jude fundraiser. Follow along with me here. And I added back like, you know, our regular goals and things like that. So I found out that the Switch 2 is going to be going up in price come September. So I was thinking maybe we do like some kind of little like throne thing. Like, almost like how, you know, oh yeah, donate this amount to like the charity, and we added like, you know, stuff. But I was trying to think of like, I don't know, if there's anything that we should maybe do, because it's going up. It's, what's the price? I think that it's going to be, like another, yeah, it's going up $50. So, I mean, not terrible, but like, that sucks. Yay, AI ruining everything. And my birthday's in August, so I thought maybe we could like do something in August as like a little, I don't know, fun. The Switch 2 is going up by $50 in September. September 1st. And I was like, well, if I want to play Pokopia at like all, I'm gonna need to get one before then. So maybe we do something, I don't know. Too much for him to think about anything. Oh, wow. I haven't actually read the any Pokemon anything. But it sounds like I should, because I love the TV show. Like, I've always loved it. It is interesting, yeah. They gave that notification, too, like, I think in May, that it was going up. Look at this little guy. They're probably trying to push the people who are on the fence about it and who wouldn't buy it after a hype. You know? Like, the one that I have on my throne is the one with, like, the Mario Kart game bundled with it. So, it's, like, the price that the new Switch alone is going to be. So, like, without the game. It's a random white thread. Pretty good. Definitely going to get the rest. That's fun. I love the library. I haven't been in so long. I also have to read more, honestly. I feel like I'm always crafting, which means I read less. I also think that it would be fun to, like, maybe introduce, like, adding the pattern roulette here and there. I don't know how to do it exactly. Because I do think that it was really fun to just, like, make a random project. But I also... So here's like, you know, the real talk. I'm struggling a bit with, like, how best to do stream and my shop and just everything in general, because all numbers are going down, because the economy in the world is on fire. And obviously, it's never necessary for people to support or do anything. But it is always, you know, appreciated. And I'm like, well, no one's gonna buy stuff from the store if there's nothing new to buy. And I feel like doing a lot of long projects on stream, people get bored of it. At least that's like the vibe I get just based on how active chat is. Like, I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but just, like, whether or not people are talking. So I don't know if, like, doing the pattern roulette is fun. Or if it's not, because it brings up, like, more larger projects, if that makes sense. So I'm not really sure. I mean, I could. Nothing said, like, as long as the pattern says that I could sell this. It doesn't say that that I can't, like, on the pattern. If the designer says that it's okay, then yeah, I could sell it. There's nothing stopping me from it. I used to be bookworm eating like 3 a week, but I stopped a while ago. Yeah. You have a reason to make yourself read again? I love that. I'll pick a number and then use Google to randomize the number, and whoever is as closest is the number we do. So I did purposefully... Hang on, let me turn Do Not Disturb on my phone, and then I can just show you my phone. I believe that all of the projects here should not be like, it's not a full coverage cross stitch piece. Like I've got some little cross stitches. That's the griffin and the little drake, which we've already made, so I can technically remove those. Oh! I do have a cross stitch. We started that day, yeah. So like I've got everything. Oh, see, like I did that too. So I can, if I remove, no, I don't want to delete from the device. Wait. I'm in the wrong window. This is the make the damn thing folder. So I do have some pieces that are bigger. And then I have some that are smaller. Like technically, can I remove from collection? Because we did the snowman bear. We just did him. Some of these are really old. Oh, that's a big project. That's a very big project. These are like, this could be fun because these are just like different granny squares that make up a blanket. That could always be something that could be fun to do. Maybe just like make this blanket and like every once a week we like make a square. I don't know if doing it multiple times, because that would be like 1, 2. There's 16 squares. So like it's a long project, but it's not because it's just granny squares. It's like that could be something interesting to do. Possibly. How big are they? These are all tutorials. The first like 20 something pages were all like abbreviations and tutorials. $16 rounds. 41 stitches per side is 160. Yeah, I should be able to do one a stream. I don't know that I could do more than one. These are like kind of intense squares. I'll show you. This isn't like, this actually isn't one of them, but this is a similar pattern. So like they're big and they're detailed. Like they have a lot of fancy stitching. That make like really fancy looking squares. Isn't it pretty? You honest. So this is a project that I had started and I thought it would be fun, and then I never finished it, so maybe I finish it. I did like the same square in like a bunch of these, I think this was the ice cream yarn from Lion Brand, because I love the slow color change. So I just did like the same section, like over and over with each of these like different yarns. And then I put those 4 away. And I had one more, and I went and I did it, and I thought that I used the same hook. And I didn't. Now I can block it to be the same size. Like we can cheat it. But I wanted to like put them all together, right? It could just be my tension too being different, because again it was years in between. And I didn't really make good notes about what hook size I used. So I've thought about like, well, if I wanted to make this into like a blanket, this is 5 squares. So I could, in theory, do like, you know, like, I can't really, hang on. What I could do oh my god, we never pulled the winner of the giveaway. Exclamation point ticket. Get your tickets in. Last call. I'm such a goober. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what I was thinking I could do, right? Say that the blue highlighter is one of these fancy squares. I was like, well, I could make a blanket like that. And then maybe make like a white version and put it in between. But then I was also like, well, I have 2 that are blue. They're different colored blues. But then I was like, do I instead take this one that's the weird size and make it like a pillow that goes with it? And make these the 4 instead? And make the white the 5. Do you know what I mean? So I've been trying to figure out what to do with it ever since. Yeah, I think that could be, and I could even do like a beige maybe, like a slightly off white instead of like pure stark white. You like the second option, using the 4 and making this one a pillow? Ooh, gray could be nice too. What I really would need to do is either like take these all to like, I mean, I've got yarn in like a million colors. But I need to like pull stuff out and like lay it all out. Yeah. All right. Last call for the tickets. All right. Everyone's in. Raccoon, congratulations. Where would you like to put your 2 points? I know that this is like the same vote as last week, but last week a craft didn't win, so I figured because it was close, why not leave the crafts the same? Because like last week game won by 1, so I figured why not leave them. Okay. Do we just want to look at yarns for this? I literally just am at like a loss of what to do for stream. Everything kind of got derailed earlier. I love when people who win choose what I would have chosen because it's like me winning too. I love that. This is fun and good? Okay. I'm sorry, I expected everything else to take longer than it did today. See, because then this is like an off-white. Have a good errand. I don't know. I hope your errands go smoothly. Thanks for hanging out, Tigress. Because, like, I could even do this, like, a solid color that just looks nice. But I do think that the gray... This is a better off-white. That one's better. That's like a really pale mint. This is the gray. I can get a darker gray, yeah. Here's a darker gray. All of these might be too thick. I might need a lighter weight yarn. Because this is a lighter weight. See the thickness difference? Hang on. See the difference? No. They can't, Megan. Decisions. We were just talking about the pattern roulette and how, you know, maybe we could, I have a project with like fancier granny squares than like typical granny squares. And I was saying that, like, maybe we could do like one of those a week. Because like that could be something fun because there's 16 of them. And then chat was like, you could do more than one granny square a week. And I was like, because they're like fancy like this. Like, here's an example. And so then I was showing this project that I had started, and I was kind of just telling chat how how this was going. And I was like, yeah, maybe I work on finishing this. Yeah, these are really beautiful. This is technically the start of a much larger blanket. And I just like ended it when we got to like a certain point. And these are just I think they are the ice cream Karen, or no, not Karen, Lion Brand yarn, and it is a really slow striping or color changing yarn. Like, they're the blocks, like none of this is the only spot that I cut Like most of this is just naturally where it hit. I I think that I did that on the middle for like this. Let me see. Yeah. Same thing with the yellow. Like I would, that's the only spot if it was like if there was a really sharp change, I would make sure that it finished at the end of a row versus at like the beginning of one. But you can kind of see that the colors just do whatever. This one's so pretty. And so then I was saying that it would be really fun, I thought, to like make it into a blanket and make just like solid, like one color and like solid yarn to like fill in the spaces. Because I don't think that I have more of this yarn, like, to make more squares like this. I mean, I guess in theory, I could just slap these 4 together and call it a day. It'd just be like a baby blanket. How big are these? Where's my tape measure? Yeah, we were just chatting though, because I finished the other things that I was going to do today. It would be about like 32 by 32 blanket if I just seamed these all up together. And like just called it there. Has a big cat couch blanket. So then we were just like looking at color ideas. And I grabbed like, this was like a really pale mint, which I kind of like. You have a gray, a light gray, a dark gray, and off-white. We were just coming up with ideas. Talking about like if I should do anything like Pride related in the shop. Yeah, like I definitely have some things on here that are big and some that are small. A lot of clothes too. So many things to make. Not enough time. Oy, oy, oy. Need to finish the Aunt Shirley project too? Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I guess we could like knit a row or two of that for the end of stream. Instead of just sitting here. Growing list of clothes you want to make and know where to wear them. Oh my gosh, I did a thing. I completely forgot about this because I haven't obviously worked on the sweater. on camera. I worked on it. I only did like a handful of rows off camera. But hang on. I had to get something. And I know it's not the, like, I don't know, I guess there's a million different versions of this, but I got this guy. Look at how good he matches! I've never had one, and I was like, I have to. Like, he matches so good. He has to, like, hang out with this sweater. Like, they're meant to be buddies. Make a matching jacket for him. If anything, I'm like, maybe I make a sock monkey out of the extra yarn. Poking out of the pocket? That's cute too. Mittens has just been hanging out in his little, carrier. Poor guy. I'm sure that when he starts to, like, feel better, he'll be, like, more active and wanting, like, I don't know, to be doing more. He's probably honestly just really enjoying being able to, like, rest soundly without, like, fear. You know? Like, I'm sure that certain sounds still wake him up and he's like, well, what's that? But, like, to not be chased, to not have, heck, even just, like, bugs on him as the weather gets warm and, like, the bugs come out. Like, all of that stuff has just gotta be so nice. Yeah, the carrier's open. He can come out. It's just, like, one of his safe spaces. I showed, like, a whole bunch of, like, I did, the first hour of stream today was just, talking about him. So if you want to watch it back, you definitely can. But I can show you a little, yeah, I can show you a cute little video. He's been doing really good, though.
Why do you eat this like a toddler eats ice cream, sir? Look at your face. Look at it all over. Why do you eat this like a toddler eats ice cream?
Yeah. Yep. His neuter was good. He's been spicy. He's been, I shouldn't even say that. He's been scared. And he's like slowly coming around at this point. He still like hisses and he gets kind of grumbly about certain things, which, you know, I'm not surprised about. I don't know what he experienced when he was living outside or with his last whoever was like, you know, what, like, all that I know is that he is beat up. Like, if you look, those are all old wounds on his face. He's got scabs all over his body. And he is just in, you know, I'm not surprised that he's FIV positive. I'm sad for him because he didn't need to be if he was just properly taken care of. But yeah. I'm still wondering where all the other FIV cats are that he interacted with. Because so far none of the other cats that I've caught have had it. So, I don't know. So yeah, we're going at his pace, you know, trying to show him that people aren't scary and that he's safe. And part of me almost thinks that the fact that that room, like, the girls use all the time, I mean, not now, obviously. They're not allowed in there, which is very confusing for them. But the fact that, like, when he came inside, it smelled like other cats. But, like, not a territorial smell, if that makes sense. Like, not boys spraying smell. I feel like that might have helped, too, for him to be like, oh, this isn't, like, a bad place. Oh my god. I just pulled these stitches all out. Well, fantastic. Alrighty. Well, that's fun to fix now. Just frog the whole thing. dog. Alright. I might fix this off camera because I have to go and cook dinner, so I don't really have time to be doing this right now. That's what I get for just being like, I'll just do a quick row. Womp womp. Isn't that always the way? It does! It really does! The amount of times that you... the issue with this is that the stitch is, like, dropped. So when I drop it, and then if you end up accidentally frogging, see how, like, the loop is weird now? So I have to figure out exactly how to, like, put it back. Pain in the butt, that's what it is. I just have to figure out where that loop has to go. I know! It's so easy when you're crocheting. Oh, that's why I prefer it. At least... No, I mean, I prefer it. I like the style of certain things knit. But overall, crocheting is less anxiety inducing, you know? Whereas I feel like a lot of times with knitting, you're just like constantly like, oh god. Yes, Petric. It looks so naughty if you don't know what it is. Like, I'm so- have you seen what? Have I seen what? But yeah, it's knitting with like crochet hook things almost. Like it has like a little, almost, yeah, I guess it's like a little hook at the end. In my Christian Minecraft server? Does this just need to go back there? Crochet texture blocks in Minecraft. Alright, I really have to go and make dinner. As much as I would love to sit here and figure this out and fix it. I really have to, have to go and cook. Let me see if anyone's on that we can go and say hello to. Of course, thank you all for hanging out with me. I know that today was kind of like a interesting start, you know? But I appreciate y'all sticking around till the end. What am I making for dinner? I'm not sure. I got my meal kit because evidently I completely spaced on the fact because James was supposed to be home by now. And I evidently forgot to cancel this week's meal kit because he was, again, supposed to be here, so I didn't think to go and cancel. So I have to figure out, I've got like a couple of pasta dishes And like and what else do I have? Yeah, here are my choices for the week. Probably not that 40 to 50 minute one today. Probably one of the shorter ones. Honestly, because I do not think that I have the spoons to do those longer recipes. Yep. First or last, yeah, same. Yeah. And of course the enchilada skillet, of course, is slightly spicy. And I'm like, fabulous, because that's what I want. It's not what I want. It's not what I want at all. I am not a fan of spice. But what can you do? Oh well. Let's go hang out at the cat sanctuary. We spent a good amount of time today talking about cats. So, yeah, I could. Well, I'm lactose intolerant. I don't have lactose-free sour cream. I don't have any sour cream right now. I can just use less of the spices. Like, I can just use a little bit of it. And then, like, avoid, like, the majority. And that'll be okay. Alright. Let's go say hi to Furball Farm. And I will see you all tomorrow, okay? Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow. Come join me in Discord. Come join me on socials and grab those raid messages. The first one is if you are a subscriber, and the second one, there we go, is if you're a follower. All right, let's go say hi to the kitties. See you there.